Hi, everyone. This is Linda Woodard, your instructor for your Facilitating Career Development training. We met already for our first face-to-face session, and I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did being with you. I prepared a short video just to make crystal clear the expectations of your ISP, and I wanted to make sure you understood fully what the purpose of that project is. As I shared during class, the National Career Development Association requires of its certified instructors to meet with participants face-to-face for 2 of the 12 core competencies. That's helping skills, which we met the first day of class. And the second is training clients and peers. And that is where your independent study plan comes in place, that ISP presentation, which you will do on the last day of training. So what I wanted to do was to go over and reiterate what we learned during class as it relates to the ISP. So I'm going to share my screen and go over those forms again, and then hopefully this will demystify everything about the ISP. So hold on and let me do some sharing. All right. As you can see, your leadership prepared 5 topics that you can choose from to do your independent study project, your presentation, that is. And it can be done as a PowerPoint, it can be done as a Prezi, it can be done as a Sway, it can be done as a Deccan. The platform is up to you on how you're going to do your presentation. But if it is a PowerPoint, there are some specific ways we want you to do the PowerPoint presentation. And a lot of people do their presentations as a PowerPoint. So I'm going to go over the topics again for you that you have to choose from. You choose from one of these topics. Topic 1 is virtual job search planning and strategies using OhioMeansJobs.com. Topic 2 is interviewing skills and tips. Topic 3, resume writing tips. Topic 4, navigating your Ohio Means Job Center partners and local resources to overcome barriers. And the final topic that you can select from is local LMI and in-demand jobs and education. When we were in class, you were to select one of those topics and you were going to put it on the independent study proposal. And this particular document, you're going to type in your topic and you're going to save it on your desktop or your computer or a file, and you're going to upload it into the MLS, your course, the way we talked about it during class. So all I want you to do is you have your name up here, it's 30 hours and the date. You get 5 hours. This is a 30 hours of your 120 hours is dedicated to your ISP. 25 of those hours is what you're going to spend on for your particular topic. So you'll include your topic and you'll list the applicable core competencies that relate to that topic. So once you type this up and save it, you're going to upload it to the LMS. Now, if you're doing a PowerPoint, and just so you know, all of you have all these forms, but I'm going to do a separate video on the career e-portfolio just to clarify, make some things clear for you for that one, the same way this video does. But let's talk about the ISP presentation. You were supposed to already have done that, selected your topic the first day and loaded up your proposal on in the LMS already. So if you haven't done that, I want you to do that right away. Let's talk about the independent ISP presentation. If you're doing a PowerPoint, it should be 9 slides minimum and no more than 10 or 11 slides. Remember, because we have 15 people in a group and everybody's doing their presentation on the last day of training. So if you do a deck slide of 50 slides, everybody's got to sit there and wait until you finish. And then you might not have any friends after that. No, I'm just kidding. But try to keep it to a minimum. So if you're doing a PowerPoint, we want the slide 1 to be a title slide. And we need for it to have the title of your independent study project. That will be one of those topics. It should have your name and it should have the date. Slides 2 and 3 would be the purpose of your independent study project. So if you were doing the topic on resume writing tips and you were doing, say, you chose to do a workshop on resume writing tips. So your purpose of that would be resume writing tips, and then you would list the core competencies that were applicable to resume writing. So it may be promotion, it could be helping skills, whatever the applicable core competencies are. That would be on slides 2 and 3. Slides 4 to say 10, that will be where you would make your presentation. So those slides will contain what you've done so far. So you may want to present the presentation, or you may say, I started out looking and researching resumes, or you may want to be more prescriptive as to what you did, or you can actually do the presentation as if you were actually presenting a finished presentation. So those slides will be make your presentation. So basically, you will share what you've accomplished thus far. And slides 11 and 12, or slides after that, will say what you need to do, your next steps in your project. So the one great thing about this project, the ISP presentation, is you don't have to be finished with your proposal, your project itself. You have to present it on that last day. If you fail to present your project or your plan, your presentation, you'll have to take the course over. So the pressure is off of having to finish your project. You just have to present what you've done and where you got to go with it. So you may say on these slides that, I'm 50% finished with the slides for the workshop, but I still have to do XYZ research to complete the project so I can complete the presentation. So it's very, very easy and no pressure. So what you're doing is you're telling what your project is. Then secondly, in the middle slides, you're talking about what you've already done. And then the last slides are what you need to do to finish if you haven't already finished. If you finished your project, then you can just say the project is complete. And then your last slide should be a Q&A slide. So pretty much that's what you'll have to do. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here and come back. So let's not get all roughed up about this. You are going to present a topic, and you're going to do it as if you were presenting at a conference. So this is great practice for you. Don't feel like you have to be a professional, but this gives you practice to be a professional. And you're developing a core set of topics that your organization can use at some point later on. So have fun doing this. I'm always here for you. So don't worry about it. Just keep tugging at it. And if you have any questions, you know where to find your instructor. God bless you guys.